Live from Easy K Studios in Eddyville, Kentucky. It's time for the Easy K Show. Tonight we break down top 10 TV shows of 2018. Your hosts, Darth Easy and Rady Cage.
It's the most sultry you've ever done it.
Well, I'm coughing a lot, so sorry to all viewers if you're right here coughing during this episode.
There you go. I am Rainy Cage.
And I'm Darth Easy. And tonight we're going to be talking about the top 10 TV shows of 2018. Interesting year of TV where we'll have nothing in common probably. So here's how it works. Once me and Ray Cage have said a topic, we go our separate ways and compile our own separate top 10s. I'll do my 10 through 8, he'll do his 10 through 8. I'll do my 7 through 6, he'll do his 7 through 6. Then we'll trade off one apiece. Once we have compiled our own separate top 10s, we will create the shows between the two of us.
Woo!
Alright, so I'll start this one off. So my number 10 is Black Lightning.
Cool.
So Black Lightning, the show came out beginning of this year. It's the basic story of it is this guy, he used to be a superhero, and he basically put everything up so he could raise his family, be a principal at the school. But it didn't really work out. It hasn't really worked out. He gets back into this life of being a vigilante superhero, and it's also really a family show because his family, he has powers, and he's kind of inherit his powers from his powers get passed down to his children, and their children starting to have powers and try to learn how to control their powers.
Sounds like Incredibles.
Yeah, but they're black.
Oh, it's Black Incredibles.
So, but that's basically the show, and it's been a very good CW TV show.
Did it start this year?
Yeah, it started in January.
Oh.
And it's not really connected to the CW Arrowverse. It's kind of its own little day. There's little hidden references in there, but really there has been no big crossover yet. Maybe we'll see that next year with the when they do the Crisis on Infinite Earths storyline next season on Arrowverse. But yeah, that's Black Lightning. That was my number 10.
All right, sounds interesting.
My number 9 is Star Wars Rebels.
That is a punt.
Okay. All right, my number 8 is The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
I didn't get to see this yet.
All right, so this is on Netflix. It was a 10 episode plus another episode that just came out during last week as a Christmas special. And basically, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina it follows the Archie comics of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. She's a character she's half mortal, she's half a witch. She doesn't know what part of her life she really wants to follow down. She doesn't know if she wants to be a witch. She doesn't know if she wants to be immortal. She doesn't really want to serve Satan or anything like that. But it's kind of an interesting story, and it has a lot of like kind of horror references in the show that I very, very much enjoyed. And the girl who plays Sabrina is a fantastic actress. I mean, we knew that going into it because she was great in Mad Men. She was the daughter of John Hamm's character the entire series, and she got better every season as she got more older and mature. She was also the voice in Legend of Korra. So I very much enjoyed Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It's got that magic that you want for your Halloween time of the year, and next part of the season comes out in April.
Well, I'm definitely going to check this out. It's just when I get time because I have been wanting to watch it. Is it funny?
Yeah, it's got funny moments in it. It's short. Episodes are about 20-30 minutes each. So.
Oh, I just assumed they were hour-long episodes.
I don't think they're hour-long. The episode 11, the last episode, which came out last Friday, was about an hour episode, but it was a special. So.
Oh yeah, something to do with Christmas or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was like basically the witch's version of Christmas, and yeah, it's very interesting show. That's my 10 through 8.
All right. My number 10 is another Netflix show, The Haunting of Hill House.
Okay.
I've talked about this. I have finished it finally. I've talked about this before on past TV, but it's a horror TV show about this family. It jumps in time. It takes place in present day with this family is kind of spread out across America. But when they were younger, they all lived in this haunted house. And it kind of flashes back and forth between the creepy things that are going on when they're in the house and the creepy things following them around in modern day. It's one of the scariest things I've ever watched. I've said that many times. It took me forever to get through it, not because it wasn't good, because it's very well made. It's very well acted and stuff. It's just I watched one episode, and then I had to watch a comedy to kind of detox from the horror.
So you're just in a little, you're in the shower, just like watching The Big Bang Theory, going, Sheldon, it's funny.
Exactly. Because there's times when I would hear stuff moving around in the house or something after I'd watch it, and I'd be like, oh my God, I need to quit watching the show at nighttime by myself. So yeah, it's awesome. My number 9 is Glow.
Okay.
I'm surprised you don't have this on your list.
It was an honorable mention.
Oh, okay. I liked Glow, and I liked the second season a little bit more than the first season. I think. I still love. Now I can't remember his name. Anyways, the older guy, the director guy, and I like Alison Brie. They're my 2 favorites. But yeah, I really like this show. You know, it's a show about the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. Is that what that stands for? Yeah. So it takes place in the 80s, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so they're doing some lady wrestling. It's a lot of drama around all the different characters and stuff. And this time the show's, probably not going to make it, and so they got to do all these kind of crazy things to kind of keep the show going. But I really like it.
Yeah, then it gets canceled, and now there's going to be a Vegas show.
And there was one episode that I remember that was like a special where the whole episode was them filming like a promo or something, and I remember I really liked that episode. It was cool. They were at the mall filming it. And my number 8 is Star Trek Discovery.
Okay.
Don't have this on your list either.
It was too short.
I know.
It was too short of a season. There was only about 5-6 episodes, so it was. If it was a little more, and also.
But didn't these last episodes were the best?
My problem with the show though was I love the alternate timelines or the alternate universe stuff, but once we get back to our own universe, when we see the Klingons, it felt really tacked on, and that could have really been the setup for the second season. Because when we find out with the stuff about the evil captain from the other universe, that was cool. Right. But I didn't care for.
Have you seen any of the promos for the new season that's getting ready to start?
Not yet.
There's a lot of good stuff. I think you're gonna be liking it because we're gonna get. What's his name? Pike is going to be in this, and they're just bringing just enough new characters. They're bringing back what's her name, Jean Jo, or I can't remember the actress who plays that character. But anyways, I really like this show, especially the second half of the show. Really picked up and got crazy. And I loved the tease they did at the end where the Enterprise was showing up. So
and then the theme where
and we don't get Star Trek shows very often anymore.
Well, we might be getting some more.
We're gonna get
this is really the only day that's making CBS All Access a thing.
That's true. But I enjoyed it enough to include it on my list at number 8, and that is my 10 through 8.
All right, my number 7 is Riverdale.
I don't watch Riverdale.
Yeah, okay, so once again...
Please tell me this is your last CW show on this.
Do what?
I said, please tell me this is your last CW show.
Well, you never know. So, Riverdale is it's a murder mystery show. I watched the entire series this year, but really I'm just counting the second half of season 2 and the first half of season 3. It's been a very, very interesting show so far. Basically, it's a murder mystery show. They're trying to find out who did this, who did that. This season, they're following this storyline called the Gargoyle King, and they're playing this ripoff of Dungeons and Dragons. And then they had this Breakfast Club episode. Really cool. I really like the characters, and I very much enjoy Riverdale. I don't know what to tell you. It's just I enjoy the hell out of it.
Well, I almost watched the show, but then when middle school girls were coming up to me about how much they liked the show, I was like, yep, that's going to be a little too CW for me.
Yeah. My number 6 is Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh.
This is my last CW.
Too much CW in your top 10. I'm going to go call it out right now, but go ahead.
This show is a fun show because this season of Legends of Tomorrow, we're introducing magic.
Woo!
And time travel all at the same time. And it's just these characters that come together, they go off and they fight like unicorns, fairy godmothers, all kind of Disney references, and all kinds of other jokes. And it's been a very enjoyable season, introducing new characters. Like, we're introducing this one girl who is basically, she's a shapeshifter. So they brought back a girl who was in the show the second season, but she's just playing... She's got the same face, but she's a completely different character. And we're also bringing in John Constantine, who had his short run show on NBC. So it's good to see that Matt Wright is actually he gets to play this character again. So I very much enjoy Legends of Tomorrow. It's a fun little time travel show. If you're in for a Doctor Who time travel show, check out Legends of Tomorrow. It's good.
Okay.
That's my number 6.
All right. My number 7 is Disenchantment on Netflix.
Okay.
Talked about this a lot from the creators of Futurama. It's a fantasy comedy, kind of in the vein of like it's like Futurama but fantasy. It's really funny. I love the animation. I watched it all in 4K. Came out right when my 4K TV came. I bought my 4K TV. I really liked it. It was super funny. It's already got another season coming. If you like fantasy comedies, which I tend to do, there was this Gallivant on ABC. I love that. That was a musical. But there is a musical episode in this show too, which is funny. But it really just pokes fun of a lot of like fantasy kind of stuff and old fantasy tropes and things. But it's really good, and then it's got that kind of classic Futurama kind of humor. So I really like that. Number 6, I'm going with Survivor 37, David versus Goliath, which just finished last night. I won't spoil it for you because somebody hasn't finished it yet. But this was one of the best seasons. I always try and sneak a Survivor in my list. Last year it was like number 10, though, because the last couple seasons haven't been that fantastic. This season was great. I mean, just right from the get-go, it was hardcore gameplay right from the beginning to end. There were so many interesting characters that I would love for them to bring back, and we're getting very close to a 40th season, which I have a feeling is going to be an all-stars kind of season. And there would be several people from this cast, I guarantee you, that will be on that show because unless they go like a crazy route and do like all like superpowers, but even then, you'd still get a couple from this season. But yeah, like Christian, he was my favorite, but Gabby I really liked, even though she started to get a little annoying towards the end. But this season was fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah, I enjoyed the season of Survivor. Just I don't think Survivor's the top 10 best TV shows made of the year.
It's the best reality show ever
I don't
made.
consider reality TV, though, that great.
It's reality TV, or especially this show, but there's several other shows I watch that I just want to tune in. That's one of the only shows I watch live, and it's not just for spoiler reasons, because I look forward to this show. I mean, when we did a Survivor video, it's still one of our highest videos of all time. So there's a lot of love out there for Survivor.
All right. My number 5. Are you done?
I am done, yes.
All right. My number 5 is My Hero Academy.
Cool.
I love the show. I mean, I rave and I talk about this show. I've let you borrow season 1. Are you ever going to finish watching it?
I made it a couple episodes in, 2 or 3. I don't know, maybe.
So
it wasn't grabbing me from the get-go, but
it's so good. So good. Season 3, I mean, there were so many cool like fight scenes. There were so many cool story moments. There was moments in the show where I was crying. It's just such a powerful TV show. The characters, they all come together really great. And seeing that battle between All Might and One for All, holy shit. I was like, this is amazing TV. And then the teasing for the next season I'm looking forward to. Love the show, and that's all I got to say about My Hero Academy because I'm talking about it all the time.
Can we talk about it a lot? Is it like does it premiere like in the fall or?
It comes out like the spring. It goes all the way through the fall.
Oh, okay. Cool. My number 5 is Superstore, which I've also talked about a lot in our string. It's my favorite sitcom on NBC. It's kind of like The Office, but in a Costco kind of setting. It has great characters. If you watch the first 3 episodes, you will be in it. It's still my favorite show. It's my most looked forward show of the in all the sitcoms that I watch. So I love it. It's good stuff. The guy from I can't remember what his name is, but he was on the Survivor finale last night because he's dating Zeke. Which was pretty cool, which made me think, wonder if we'll get a little bit of a celebrity in I mean, they do put celebrities on Survivor sometimes, but it'd be kind of cool if he. I don't know if he could get out of his show to do it, but yeah, I love Superstore. That's my number 5.
All right, my number 4 is Man of the High Castle. Love the show. It comes out on Amazon Prime, and it's just the alternate universe where if the Nazis won World War II. This season, we're introducing more travel between the universes. The Nazis are trying to invade all the other universes to empower Nazi fascism across the entire multiverse. And it's completely delved into being this really cool little sci-fi show, and I love it. I absolutely love the show. And there's one of the main characters kind of just goes away, and you're just like, I didn't see that coming. And yeah, I love the show. It's incredible TV.
I tried this show once. I had an interesting premise and a cool trailer, but I said I could never get into it. Maybe it'll be one that I can go back to. Is it over yet or no?
Well, this is only the 3rd season, so unless it gets canceled like all our Netflix shows. Yeah.
Okay, my number 4 is Lost in Space. Netflix show that you never watch because I ruined it for you by forcing you to watch the Lost in Space 1990.
Which also killed our classic movie reviews.
It's true. But this show is fantastic. I talked about it before on the podcast, but it's just a reimagined Lost in Space. They switch a few things up, like the Doctor is a girl this time, but it's kind of gritty. You really love the cast. There's some really crazy moments in it. It did get greenlit for a 2nd season, and I love sci-fi, and this is just like my kind of sci-fi, and I love the show. That's all I got to say about Lost in Space.
All right, my number 3 is Better Call Saul.
Cool.
Love the show. I mean, I don't know how much longer this show is going to go, but the show is just good TV watching. And if you're just following it up for the last season, and you're just seeing Jimmy continue to try to become better, Saul Goodman, and it's just such interesting to see and watching that last episode where he just completely bullshit his way to get his lawyer license back, and then he finally makes that decision. He says, my new lawyer name is going to be under the name of Saul Goodman because I can work under these clientels, under these shady people. And yeah, it's just such an interesting show. Also, stuff going on with Gus and Mike, and yeah, I love this show.
This is definitely something. One day when I watch Breaking Bad, then I'll probably be like, I want to watch this, but no way I watch it before I watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah, you have to watch Breaking Bad first. Even though it's a prequel, you still gotta watch Breaking Bad first.
Yeah, I want to watch it. My number 3 is Daredevil.
Okay, that's my number 2.
The finale. Daredevil was freaking good. I loved the first 2 seasons, but this season was awesome. It really, of all the canceling that's going on, this was the one that to me that hurt the most.
Yeah, because Daredevil is good.
Yeah,
it was good TV. Critically, it was good. I guess
one of their most watched shows.
I guess it was.
No, it was. They because people were like, "Why was nobody watching it anymore?" And Netflix had to come out and be like, "No, I mean it was. It's just I think something's going on. Like Disney rose the licensing prices or something to where." But then Disney said there's a 2-year gap. They can't pull over this into the Disney Plus streaming for 2 years from when it stopped. But there's rumors that they still want to do it, but we're just gonna have a 2-year break, which I'm fine with. But if that's the only way we can get it, because the show was freaking good. There's some crazy, awesome like battle scenes in this one. It's so much darker. And I forget the guy's name that plays Daredevil.
Charlie Cox.
Yes, Charlie. He's fan-freaking-tastic. Even like the weird episode, like the one where we're falling around, what's her name, as a child or as a teenager.
Karen?
Yeah.
I like that episode.
I still liked it. Like, this for there's been stuff in the Netflix shows that I haven't liked, but this, to me, Daredevil has been great all 3 seasons.
The only last season, I didn't really care. Like, I like the Punisher stuff, but it distracts us from focusing on Daredevil. Like, I thought they could have just set up a Punisher, and they could have done the second half of the Punisher season in Daredevil season 2 in the Punisher show, instead of just focusing it all on half Punisher, half Daredevil, and then half the Hand. Great seeing Kingpin back.
I forgot to say Kingpin.
Vincent D'Onofrio does an incredible job. And also that prison scene. My God, there's always an action scene that's so good. It's a shame, Netflix, that you cancel this show, because this is your best show on Netflix.
I really feel like they didn't want to, but they kind of do, because I think they don't want to do, since Disney's taken pretty much everything back. They're just like, we don't want to have Disney properties on our channel. They just want to make a clean break. They bought some comic company, and they're going to try and do their own comic book shows that aren't Marvel licensed.
Yeah, like Sabrina. That's technically a comic book. They bought the Miller's World.
Yeah,
which is like the Kingsmen, the Kick-Ass people, and all of that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get some cool new stuff but it is sad that we're losing Daredevil, and we're losing them all. I'm calling it right now. The only reason they haven't canceled Punisher yet is because the season's getting ready to come on in January. And Jessica Jones, yeah. They've already filmed those seasons. So
a day after the season comes out, canceled.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I don't want to see another season of Jessica Jones. I really didn't like season 2. If we were doing top 5 worst TV seasons, Jessica Jones would probably number 1.
Here's the crazy thing. This may be it, because Disney's doing Marvel shows too. But they're doing them in the MCU. They're doing Loki and different characters like that. They may not want to pick these shows back up.
No, and they may just reboot Daredevil into the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the movies.
Yeah. Plus, these are real hard R, and
Disney
doesn't want hard R stuff on their Disney Plus thing. So I have a feeling this is the end of the.
It was a good run.
It was,
but not really.
It could have gone from we got 14 seasons of The Flash on CW.
You joke, but at least the CW is able to create this universe and have the shows connect with each other, and they're still going.
That's true.
They canceled more than half.
Supergirl's still going.
Yep, I agree with that. So,
yeah. All right. Well, and you said that was your number 2.
Yeah.
My number 2 was Star Wars Rebels, which you had as your,
wow.
9. I really, when I was making this list, I was like, first of all, I hardly ever put Rebels in my list. Because,
it was never been in your list.
But I loved the finale. I loved this last season, really. Mm-hmm. And I liked Ahsoka, and I had to jump it up here because this is at the end of Rebels, so I wanted it to be on my list this year. It's freaking awesome. Get to see how it all ended up, and it even went ways I wasn't expecting. And man, there's just so many good scenes, and I could definitely see me rewatching this whole show again later on down the road, like we're doing right now with Avatar and Korra. So it's fantastic. What'd you have it at? 9?
Yeah, number 9. I love the time travel episode. Yeah, I love seeing the end of Thrawn, kinda, I guess. So, I mean, we'll see. Yeah. And then the ending when Ahsoka shows up. I'm curious where it's going, but I'm not watching that new Star Wars show. I kind of refuse to. The animation looks terrible.
Oh yeah, surely that's. I hope they're not putting Ahsoka in that. If they did, then I would have to watch it. I am recording it on YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Because one day I'm like, but they've not mentioned it on Jedi Council or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm just
it looks like it's for babies.
Yeah, so I'm just like, unless I hear otherwise, I'm probably not going to watch it.
Rebels has really been the high of Star Wars this year, really. I mean.
It really has. I mean, I liked Han Solo, but.
I liked Han Solo, but not near as much as I like this season of Rebels.
Rebels is great.
All right. My number 1 is. Hey! Cobra Kai!
Oh!
Love this show, man.
I forgot about this show.
It's the best show of 2018. There isn't even a question. I watched this show all in like a day. A few weeks ago, I rewatched the show all in a day because I was just bored. I was like, let's watch Cobra Kai. And I watched it. Absolutely fell in love with it again. And I love this show. Seeing William Sapka return as Johnny Lawrence. Seeing the other guy, I forget what his name is, play Daniel LaRusso, and then bringing back this. I mean, 2018 has been a year of turning 80s villains from Ivan Drago to Johnny Lawrence from these bad guys and two characters you kind of sympathize with, and it's just the karate is good, and it's also a really funny comedy too. It's a very fun show. I love Cobra Kai. It's just incredible TV watching.
Did they? Because I heard that YouTube is done doing original shows.
So. Well, I heard something different. I heard more is they're just getting rid of the premium, and they'll still
they said
have
they're going to still do free content.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it's like, but it'll be like paid through like commercials. Are they
doing another season of this?
Yeah, it's already coming out.
Right.
So
sweet. Because I do want to watch this show.
It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, there's
so
lots of good talk about it. But I mean, if it's never going to get a second season, I don't know if I want to.
But still, it's so good show. If it's a one-off, it's such a good show. But it set itself up for another great season. Daniel LaRusso is bringing back Miyagi Dojo back, and it's going to be karate in the valley. I mean, it's just such a fun show.
All right, my number one. Got any guesses? Ozark on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Loved this show. Now, like you had mentioned on one of your other shows that you had watched it all this year. That's what I did for Ozark. Mm-hmm. When season 2 came out, I was like, I'm going to go back and watch season 1. And I watched it, and I've not binged a show that fast since, like, Game of Thrones. It was so freaking awesome. It's so great. Freaking Jason Bateman is amazing. And it's got this kind of, like, I'm sure it's probably like a Breaking Bad kind of thing. I've never seen Breaking Bad, but he's kind of like a money counter kind of guy. He takes money and kind of makes it to where you can I forget what they call it because it's been a couple months since. Yeah, it's money laundering is what it is. But then he's got all this family drama going on. He's just trying to keep his family alive, and these crazy people just keep trying to kill him, and it gets getting worse and worse and crazy. It's fantastic. This is by far my favorite show this year, and you should definitely check it out. I think you would like it. You're a Jason Bateman fan.
Yeah, he's okay.
So I guess it's time to make our list.
All right. So what we do for one?
Well, I guess we flip for it. I don't know.
We have a coin right there.
Yeah. All right, you can call it.
Well, I guess heads.
All right, here we go. Damn it.
Woohoo!
Cobra Kai it is.
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, baby. All right, Cobra Kai, and then Ozark at 2.
Okay.
Daredevil at 3.
Sounds good.
And then Star Wars Rebels at 4.
Okay. Liking where it's going so far?
All right, what's your highest left?
Got Lost in Space at 4.
Okay, I had Better Call Saul at 3, so
okay.
I'm going to put that at 5.
All right.
Saul. And then I'll put Lost in Space at 6.
Okay.
Man in High Castle at 7. That was my number 4. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. My next one's 5. Which is Superstore.
All right. I have My Hero Academy next at 5, so I'm going to say that's better than Superstore. So I'm going to put that at 8. Unless you want to flip for it again.
What?
You can flip for it again if you want.
We had a good rhythm going. Why do you get 2 in a row?
Huh?
Why do you get 2 in a row?
We're both getting them. You can flip for it if you want.
Yeah, but then what's the last one going to be? Then you get another one.
Well, we'll probably flip a coin again if we want. All right, so
heads again.
Tails.
Ha! Heads.
Okay.
Superstore is better. It's the best sitcom on TV. It's not even a sitcom, really. It's a single cam. So now we only have one spot left.
Yes. All right, well, I have Legends of Tomorrow left at 6. What's your next highest?
Survivor at 6.
Well, flip for it.
Call it.
Tails.
Man, this quarter is heavy on the heads. Survivor it is.
Whatever, motherfucker.
His heads all 3 times.
All right. The top 10 TV shows of 2018, yeah. At number 10, Survivor, David vs. Goliath. At number 9, My Hero Academy. At number 8, Superstore. At number 7, The Man in the High Castle. At number 6, Lost in Space. At number 5, Better Call Saul. At number 4, Star Wars Rebels. At number 3, Daredevil. At number 2, Ozark. And the number 1 TV show of 2018 is Cobra Kai. Hey!
Any honorable mentions?
I got Doctor Who.
Of course.
I got Luke Cage. I love the season.
Oh, wait. No.
Second season.
Yeah.
Because it kind of...
I would put Iron Fist over it.
Oh, really?
I liked Iron Fist better than Luke Cage.
I like Luke Cage better because it kind of was like, at the end, it kind of became like The Godfather, and that's why I liked it, and then now we'll never get to see that.
It's definitely better than the first season.
It set itself up for such another good season, just like Iron Fist did, and we'll get that.
Know,
Fuck
that
you,
makes
Netflix.
Me so mad.
Glow, and then Young Sheldon.
I still need to watch Young Sheldon. I started another sitcom, though, on Netflix called The Ranch. I had The Orville by Fox, which is more Star Trek than Star Trek. A lot of people weirdly like that show. I'm one of them. That would have been my number 11, really. Big Bang Theory. I still like that show. Modern Family, Goldbergs, Family Guy, The Challenge. Love The Challenge on MTV. More reality TV. The Rookie, the new Nathan Fillion show. I have been keeping up with that show. I do like it. It is very cheesy, but it's Nathan Fillion and he's fun to watch. I never watched Castle, so I think if I'd watched Castle, maybe I'd been like, but never watched it, so it's fine for me. Iron Fist, Walking Dead, 13 Reasons Why.
You're just gonna mention every show you watch.
You didn't have 13 Reasons Why.
No, because I didn't think season 2 was good.
Oh, okay. And that's it. Oh, New Girl had a finale. I had a lot of honorable mentions. I watched a lot of TV, man.
Well, I watched a lot of TV too, but I only narrowed it down to 4. All right, guys, I guess another episode of TV, Narfeasy, or whatever this show is called. Check us out next week as we anticipate movies for next year. So until next time, all too easy.
Peace out.